What's up, guys? I'm heading pond fishing. That is right. Georgia bass busting. We're going pond fishing, except it's just me. It's not me and David today. So this pond is just a few minutes away from the college. So about a week ago it was 40 degrees. I'm assuming the water temp was around the same then. This week it has actually heated up a lot. It is in the 70s. Right now it's 74 degrees. And so I know I've given it a few days to warm up the water. We went there the other day and we were catching about 8-inch bass. So I'm fairly certain it's pre-spawn, and they were all in 3 to 5 feet of water. So I'm fairly certain it's pre-spawn. I'm hoping today that the same thing's gonna happen, except if I can see, I don't know the layout of the pond. I've only fished a couple times, but I'm hoping that there's gonna be like a ledge or something nearby, and I can catch the female chunks. So I'm hoping and praying that when I get out there, I can find those little males that are making the beds up near the banks, and then I can find the bigger bass that way. Or, you know, old-fashioned, you just throw, hope and pray, and you catch a big one. I'll take that too. My setup, right now I got tied on a crawfish colored crankbait. I'm not a huge fan of crankbaits, to be honest with you. But the only reason I'm not is because I don't have a lot of confidence in them. I know they're amazing baits. Growing up, I never fished with them. I always fished with rooster tails. And so rooster tails are my go-to when I can't get a bite. So if I ever swap to a rooster tail, it's because I ain't catching nothing. So right now I got the crawfish colored crank. It's a red craw. It's not like a brownish color. It's a red craw. I'm gonna throw that. It's a square bill crankbait at first. I'm gonna go along the dam of the pond. If I don't get a bite on it, then I'll swap out to a brush hog. If I don't catch anything on that or don't get a bite, I'm gonna swap to a rooster tail. But so that's the go-to plan for the day. I'll get back with you once I get there. I'll turn up the videos. But like I said, I'm by myself, so it's gonna be real hard to reel and record at the same time. I'm working on getting a GoPro with a chest strap, but right now I just got my phone, so I'll figure it out. Never mind, I'll figure it out. I'll get back to you then. Until then, adios. What's up, guys? So I made it to the pond. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to be here or not, but I am. So it's a little bit windy. It's not too bad though. So yeah, here's the pond. It's a whole lot bigger than this. I'm just on the one side that I can access. So, well, I guess since I'm by myself, I'll get back to you when I got a fish. Okay, so I tried to get a video of it. It didn't work. So I don't even know how, but yeah, this guy's like half a pound. Anyways, so that's one fish. He was right next to the drain. The water's really clear. He was in about 3 feet of water. So I'll get back to you when there's more. So on the very next cast after I caught the fish, I threw it next to that drain where I caught it, you know, and there is like metal mesh over the drain. I lost the crankbait, so I'm coming back. I'm debating. I might tie on the chatterbait or the same color lipless crankbait, or I'm gonna do what I said and just go with the brush hog. But I could go with the rooster tail. That's no fun though. I'll just go with the brush hog. So I'm gonna tie that on real quick and I'll get back to you. All right, so I Texas rigged a green pumpkin brush hog. It's not a big one, it's a smaller size one. So I'm gonna get back to where I caught that fish and see how that goes. But if I catch one, you'll be sure to know. So until then, adios. So first cast, I caught one. So that's 2 for the day. Oh, I did not hook him as good as I thought. I could have lost him. So let me get a good grip on him here. As you can see, roof of the mouth here. He's about the same size as the last one, a little over half a pound, but not too shabby for just a random pond. And I didn't even make it over the drain. I just saw some sticks right there. Those sticks right there. Yeah. So, yep. All right. So I got another one. He put up. Okay. I don't have another one. He was half the size of the other ones that I've caught. But yeah. So I guess I need to get them and hold them before I need to take a video. But this thing seems to be killing it. That was the third cast. The second cast I got hung up in somebody else's fishing line that was broke off right over there. So, but yeah, so like second legitimate cast, and that's 2 bites with it. So probably should have just stuck with this the first time. Oh well. So I don't know if you can see, but right there's a little school, and they're all about this size. They're all pretty small, but I just pitched it in there, and this thing didn't give it time to drop all the way to the bottom. My line just kept going and going, so I was like, oh, obviously that's a fish. So I set the hook, and what did I find? I found this guy. So what is that, 4? 3? I'm not sure, but I think it's 3 like that I can hold, but 4 that I should have had, but I tried to get it on video and it didn't work. So tiny guy, but it's a fish. I'll take it. Okay, so I'm getting really excited. Not because I caught this fish, but because right over there, right along the bank, I saw this huge fish. And I don't even know what it was. I couldn't hardly tell. I just saw its shadow. And I think it was a huge bass. But so I cast it over there, and then I caught this guy. And I was kind of upset because I saw the big one heading towards the bait. But I don't know what happened to it. Obviously I set the hook, and then I saw this huge swirl. But this guy's probably about a pound. Yeah, he looks pretty good. But there was a huge fish. And so I'm gonna get back to it and hope I catch him. But yeah, so fish number something, 4, 5, something. Well, I swapped out to a chatterbait because I got a bite on the brush hog, and it tore it. And I got tired of fishing slow, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to a spinnerbait. And I tied on the spinnerbait, and my spinner wasn't spinning, so that's kind of important for a spinnerbait. So I retied, and I tied on the chatterbait. And so I fished the whole bank, and finally got to this cove, and I caught one with the chatterbait. Yeah, so I'm gonna let this guy back go, and then I might go to another pond here in just a second. All right, so I'm changing ponds. There's one just right below it. I still got the green pumpkin chatterbait with the white swim bait trailer on. I only had that one bite on it and that one catch. So now I'm heading over here. I'm gonna work my way around. Next bait I'm gonna use is a rooster tail, just to catch fish, because why not? So that's what I'll be doing. I'll get back to you. So I'm really bummed out. I'm fishing with a rooster tail now because I wanted to fish fast. Chatterbait wasn't working for me too well. So I was casting, and I hooked into a fish, and it was probably the biggest fish of the day. It was probably about 2 pounds or 2.5 pounds. It was pretty big, and like I normally don't catch big fish on. I'm not gonna count that as a big fish, but I normally don't catch big fish on a rooster tail. But so as you can see here, I have to like lift it over these bushes and everything, and I have 6-pound tests. So I have to be, whoa. There's a fish right up under me and it just took off. Anyways, so I have to be really careful not to snap my line or anything. Plus it's a rooster tail, it's not gonna hold. Like, they don't really hook really well. So fish come off kind of easy on them. But anyways, so I was holding it and I was trying to lift it up, and when I went to lift it up, it fell. So, I guess not considered a catch, but it was fun to fight. So, yeah, that's 7, 8, 9. I have no clue. So, I'm gonna get back to it and I'll let you know. Well, It hit the water way over there, right where the tip of the mouth is. It hit the water right there, and it didn't even get to spinning right, and the dude still hit it. So I don't know what number this is. I'm not keeping track anymore, but it's a good day of fishing. I just wish I could catch a big old female, an impregnated female. That's what I want to catch. Well, my fishing day is over. So I casted, I'm reeling in the rooster tail, and all of a sudden, like, my reel's like not wanting to work. I was like, why is it not working? And so I reeled in, like, I just kept reeling. It was like tough or whatever, but I kept doing it. And then all of a sudden, I just heard a pop. I was like, whoa, that's different. And next thing I know, I see my line just floating, like, just out. It went out the eyes of my rod and just started floating. It's like, oh. So it broke off at the reel here, as you can see right there. And if you touch all that line right there, it's super frayed, super frayed. I don't even know what happened, but I'm gonna go back home and re-spool. I didn't bring any line with me, but it was a pretty good day. Like and subscribe. Don't forget, just one more cast. All right, like, subscribe, and I'm signing off.